your voice, your vote tonight. We got our first look today at the Insider Playbook, how he hopes to lay out a winning case for his election in November. It's a 17-minute documentary called The Road We've Traveled. It deploys a little Hollywood magic and a familiar voice. ABC's Jake Tapper explains.
The highly produced film is narrated by the star of Forrest Gump, actor Tom Hanks.
Run, Forrest, run!
But instead of Run, Forrest, Run, it's Run, Obama, Run. The film seeks to reframe the election from a referendum on President Obama to a reminder of how rough things were when he took office more than 3 years ago.
His advisors would ask where to begin. Which urgent need would he put first?
Which is 1, which is 2, which is 3, which is 4, which is 5? Where do you start?
The film is directed by documentarian Davis Guggenheim, who won an Oscar for the film about Al Gore and climate change, An Inconvenient Truth.
Thank you!
The inconvenient truth for President Obama is that with a current approval rating at below 50%, his odds of re-election are likelier if he makes the election not about him.
How do we understand this president and his time in office? Do we look at the day's headlines? Or do we remember what we, as a country, have been through?
Those headlines are that the unemployment rate when President Obama took office was 7.8%. It went up to 10% and is now 8.3%. Gas prices when the president took office averaged $1.84 a gallon. It's now $3.79 a gallon. And home values have gone down since the president took office. There have been more than 2.8 million foreclosures under his watch. The film underlines that the economic crisis began well before the president took office, cites his accomplishments, and of course burnishes his counterterrorism credentials by mentioning his decision to launch the successful mission to kill Osama bin Laden.
As he walked out the room, it dawned on me, he's all alone. This is his decision. Nobody is standing there with him.
President Obama has his work cut out for him with the Democratic base compared to 4 years ago. Diane, Democrats are deflated and Republicans are much more enthusiastic about voting this November. Diane?
Jake Tapper at his post at the White House tonight.